everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jamie, with Lost Boy. Gonna be doing a reading for the collective. This is a full moon collective reading. It's not a sign-specific message. It's pretty much intended for whoever needs it. Please take the messages that resonate and drop the messages that do not. And as always, I do want to say thank you to everybody out there who has supported this channel. It really does mean the world to me. It allows this channel to grow and it gets these messages out there to others who need it, so thank you. Alrighty, collective. So we have the full moon in Gemini. So this is all about how we receive and process information. But keep in mind, you know, Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so we all know how Mercury can be, right? So, it's a good time to reflect and to take a pause, before we react to something here. So take a moment to reflect and really understand the information that's being presented to you before we decide to react or respond into something, okay? Because some miscommunication could be a little bit haywire, if you know what I mean. So don't be so impulsive when it comes to the communication. Alright, but let's see what the tarot has to say. This is also a great time where you can collaborate with like-minded individuals as well. So be open to collaborating and be open to expressing and sharing ideas, because you never know who you'll inspire or who you'll be inspired by. Alrighty, universe, give me a message for the collective for the full moon, please. And we have the moon in the reverse. The moon in the reverse. This is illusions breaking down. Some of you guys could even be dealing with the Cancer here, but this is illusions that are falling away here. It's like a lot of lies that somebody has caught up to them as well. Because, like, this person, right, she has 3 heads, and so does this dog, so it's like not knowing what direction to go down. So there's been a lot of confusion. Somebody's been causing a lot of confusion. But all that's being illuminated now. All of that is being illuminated. Tell me more, please. And this could be even somebody here who's coming out of confusion themselves, right? Finally getting some clarity with this full moon. This could be like somebody's emotions as well, because there is a lot of water there. 2 of Swords in the reverse, 8 of Swords, and the King of Cups in the reverse. This definitely has to do with somebody's feelings and emotions. Somebody here is taking the blindfold off of something. They're seeing something clearly. And then we have somebody here who's in some kind of mental prison, right? There's a lot of thought, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of... I'm hearing, like, the past coming back up to haunt somebody. Somebody here is being haunted by something that they did or some kind of lie that they said. This is like the truth being revealed. This is like emotions all over the place with the King of Cups, unable to master oneself. This is also not being honest or authentic, right, with how somebody feels. The blindfold is coming off with the 2 of Swords. This is seeing something clearly. This mask is gone. The illusions are falling away. Somebody's past is coming back up to haunt them, because you can see it here. You can see all these demons, negative energies, low vibes, whatever you guys want to call it. It's all semantics to me. This is somebody here who's like... I don't know if they've been feeding their demons more than feeding their inner angel or their inner light. This is emotions all over the place. This could also be somebody here who's been very emotionally abusive as well, the King of Cups. This is like somebody here who doesn't want to lose their authority, they don't want to lose their control, they don't want to lose their power, but it's too late. It's too late. Again, we have Cancer here as well. Something here about it, it's being too late. Somebody should have been honest from the beginning. Tell me more, please. The Hanged Man in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles. With the Eight of Cups reverse at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's not walking away from something. They're repeating. Going back to something. Wanting to work together. It's like somebody's guilt here is eating them up. Something here happened a long time ago, and somebody's guilt is eating them up here. They're feeling trapped, they're feeling chained. Maybe they're feeling like if they come in, if they come back, that maybe they can try to fix this. Or try to make themselves feel better, right? This is like somebody here who did something that they shouldn't have. Never took responsibility and accountability for it. Now it's coming back up to haunt them. And they think that they can just go back now and just try to fix it. It's really the energy that I'm getting here. Is like somebody wanting to try and go back and fix something. Only because now things are catching up to them. It's like somebody's trying to clear their karma. But I feel like it's too late now. It's too late. Tell me more. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Ten of Swords in the reverse. And the King of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. And the King of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Somebody's feeling the brunt of their karma at this time. But I don't think this person has changed. I think they understand why they're receiving their karma, but I don't think that there's been much of a change here. Because the Knight of Swords is still in the reverse, so this is somebody here who's still very impulsive, still very lashing out. Flying by what is it, the seam of their pants? Ten of Swords in the reverse, that's not learning a lesson. That's still letting the ego be in the driver's seat here. And we have this King of Swords, so somebody here is bringing balance, somebody here is bringing justice, because he has the scales of justice in his hand, and he has that sword of truth. But with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, this is somebody who doesn't have anything to show for themselves. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. I also have Libra here. And like I said, I have Cancer, and there's also Pisces. This King of Pentacles in reverse has nothing to show for themselves. There's a lot of masculine energy here. We have two kings in the reverse and one king upright. I definitely feel like we have somebody here who's standing in their truth, they're standing in their power, the truth is on their side. And then we have somebody here who's like trying to emotionally manipulate somebody into receiving something that they're giving in order for them to break free from some kind of karmic jail that they're in, right? With their thoughts. But it's not going to work. It's like somebody giving like a false apology. That's the energy of this. And they're like, oh, why? See, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Things are being taken away from this person. From this King of Pentacles in the reverse. They're being taken away. Because the way that they went about building it, the way that they went about accumulating it, was at the expense of others. Somebody was feeding their demons inside. They didn't care about who they hurt. They didn't think that their actions would catch up to them. I feel like we have somebody here who didn't believe in karma. And maybe they still don't even fully understand it. But this is like a, this could be a beautiful moment for this person, should they choose to embrace it. And I know we don't like to hear that, right? But sometimes we need to embrace our karma. Like, I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I didn't hold up, if I didn't own up and take accountability, for the shitty things that I did in the past, right? Because I wouldn't have evolved had I not learned, right? I took accountability. But I think we have somebody here who's in that in-between stage right now, and maybe they want to come back and apologize to try and, like, clear the guilt off their chest. Maybe they think that will make them look better, right, to the universe. But I don't feel like that's the case here. I'm gonna clarify and find out more. This is also like, with both of these kings in the reverse, this tells me here that somebody here doesn't... It's like whatever title they have, right? Whether it's like a father, brother, sister, it's like they don't own up to their title. Whatever that title is for them, right? They like holding on the title, whether it's husband, boyfriend, father, whatever, right? But they don't... It's like they abuse their power, they abuse their privilege. Alrighty, universe, help me clarify this reading for the collective. Alrighty, universe. Why is this moon card here in the reverse? Why is the moon card here in the reverse? A strength card in the reverse. Somebody lacked the courage to do the right thing. That's what it is. Somebody didn't do the right thing. They knew that what they did was wrong. They knew it. They didn't have the courage. This could even be like somebody here who was under peer pressure as well. Right? We do have multiple kings here, so somebody here could have been peer pressured into doing the wrong thing, even though they knew it. They knew it was wrong. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Leo. Or they could have Leo in their chart. They knew what they did, what they were doing was wrong, but they did it anyway. Tell me about this Two of Swords in the reverse. They're seeing clearly now what they did. There's that King of Pentacles upright. This could be like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's Virgo again with the Hermit card. I feel like somebody here sees this person, this individual, this group, whatever, right? For exactly who they are, right? And they're standing in their power here, and they could even be isolating themselves from not only just society, but from this person here. And somebody's sensing that isolation or the fact that they're not talking to them, right? And that's like driving up some kind of guilt within them. Because this person no longer has that same access to this individual that they used to. Because something here about this King of Pentacles, Hermit energy, right, switched up the energy here. They switched how they interact with this individual, and this individual has not been able to get anything here. It's like they're losing their control. They lost their control because somebody has gone within and they found their light again. Maybe somebody was trying to knock somebody off their path by doing something that they know that they shouldn't have. Right? For each and every single one of you, this could have been like something different. This could have been like, somebody using their powers of persuasion, right, to lead you down the wrong path, or to assert some kind of negativity over you, right? In order to lower your vibration. Because of where you were headed, they knew that they had to keep you at a certain low vibe in order to keep control of you in some way here. You know, the King of Pentacles is somebody here who's definitely focused on their stability. So I don't know if somebody here was trying to do that here to try and take stability away from you so that way they could have it. It's gonna have to do something with the home or like a family situation, because it's like now they want to collaborate and work together, but they're not being honest with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. It's like they want to clear up their karma here, but that's not... The only way you clear up your karma is with your actions. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. The Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who lacks confidence in themselves. They don't believe in themselves. They don't take action. Something here about following the crowd, right? Because the Queen of Wands in the reverse is somebody here who follows the crowd. She's not a leader. Somebody here has been following the crowd because they haven't had the courage to be honest with themselves or to do the right thing. Tell me about this Hanged Man in the reverse, please. Five of Wands. Somebody here is feeling heavily conflicted. Maybe they think that they were in competition with you. You know, some people are twisted like that. Five of Pentacles in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Somebody feels like really victimized here over something. Over something here that happened to them, and they placed that blame on you. But I feel like it's a situation here that it was out of your control, and it's not like it was your decision whatever happened, but they're making it seem like it's your decision instead of being mad at the actual people who did it. So this could be like a sibling here who's mad at you for something that your parents did, for example, right? It's like somebody here who needs constant validation, needs constant attention. Tell me about this King of Cups in the reverse. The Seven of Wands. This King of Cups is trying to block somebody from getting something here. From achieving from achieving something or from getting something. They were trying to block somebody from forward movement. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. It's like everybody wanted... This person wanted everybody to give them things. Yeah. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. On top of the Three of Pentacles here. Right? And I'm only saying that because in this deck, right? Three of Pentacles is supposed to talk about teamwork here, but it's like these three people are handing off all their hard work, right? To the boss, or whatever. Right? This guy wants to be the boss. This person wants to be the boss of somebody else's life. Maybe because they were not nurtured as a child. I don't know. Maybe because they never went within. I don't know. Maybe they don't have the courage to actually go after what it is that they want. Because something here about... With these demons here, they made their bed and they have to lie in it here, right? Maybe like somebody here had a child when they were younger. Right? Out of wedlock or something. And, you know, that's why they were, you know, then they were stuck in a relationship paying child support here. And they're seeing, like, their sibling who never made all of those choices. And it's like they're upset and mad with everything, you know, that they're getting. And it doesn't have to be a sibling thing. It could be a friend, right? You know, there are some people out there who, will claim to be your friend, but they only keep you around here because they're so miserable with themselves. So they use you as like an escape, as like entertainment, as like a game for them. But this is somebody here who was taking something that did not belong to them. Tell me about this Knight of Swords in the reverse. You know, this Knight of Swords and this Ten of Swords, this could be like somebody who, is going to be receiving some kind of news here that they don't want to hear that stops them dead in their tracks. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in the reverse. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Somebody's going to be reacting. Probably after being told no. Somebody's being told no. Temperance. Healing is needed. This person's going to need to heal. Because they're going to be reacting and lashing out here out of their ego. Because things are not going their way here. Three of Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, so there's definitely a lot of people involved. I don't think this person acted alone. I think other people were feeding this person's demons. You know, and unfortunately that happens. Somebody was helping to feed other people's demons here because they liked... For them, maybe it was entertainment, right? To see, oh, what is this person going to do next against this person here? But, you know, that person's going to start to get karma, too, for trying to feed that energy, right? Be careful of what energy you give out. Be careful of who you decide to feed. Tell me about this Ten of Swords in the reverse, please. King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Ten of Swords in the reverse. Whatever they're gonna be, or whatever they try to do, it never affected that individual they were going after. Because somebody here is still on the path towards prosperity, and they're very confident in their skills and their abilities here. They're very confident as well in being able to see through all the bullshit, because somebody here did not become this King of Wands without learning some difficult lessons in that process, without knowing who to trust and who not to trust. Somebody is not happy with somebody's evolution. That's really what this is. Eight of Wands in the reverse. This person's not communicating with this person. And here's the Four of Wands. This has to do with the home. This has to do with stability. I don't know if somebody was like trying to like take an inheritance from somebody or trying to claim an inheritance all for their own. Tell me about this King of Swords, please. There's the Emperor in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. Someone's rule is finally over. It's coming crashing down, and this King of Swords is the one that's causing this tower to fall. Somebody here is stepping in. Somebody outside who has been watching, who has been observing. Maybe they've been keeping quiet, right? I feel like they no longer can. They're now rising up, and they're going up against this Emperor in the reverse here, putting somebody here in their place. And that's why I feel like this person's going to be in their ego. There's like an individual who has been working on their stability, who's been working on a project. They've been doing it diligently. They've been doing it the right way with the Knight of Pentacles. And there's another energy here of somebody always trying to stop this person at every chance. I'm really getting like a sibling energy here. Or even like a family situation. Like, I don't... It's like somebody trying to get one up on somebody because they don't want to see somebody succeed in life because of the choices that they made, right? But everything's being taken away from them. Whatever power they think they had, it's being taken away from them. The truth is coming out. The truth is being revealed. Somebody here has gone within. They've healed themselves. And they now see this person for what it is, and there's no communication with this individual. This could even be like a father figure here who's going to be stepping in, right? And, you know, saying something to, like, one child and saying, you know what, I've let this going on for too long. I've been seeing what you've been doing. You need to get your mind straight. Somebody here definitely needs to get their mind straight. And it's like somebody here is like so focused on like quick, what can I do quickly for money? What can I do quickly, you know, to get my needs met? And then we have somebody else here who has been slowly progressing, doing the right thing, hasn't been taking from others, and there's somebody here who has been. It's like two people who are in two different opposite energies. Somebody is stepping in. This could even be like a workplace thing, right? Where like somebody does their work honestly, and somebody else here, you know, probably takes credit for somebody else's work, you know, type of energy. 5 of Cups. Somebody's going to be feeling remorseful. Tell me about the King of Pentacles, please. I shit you not, it's the King of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's emotions are going to be all over the place because somebody is seeing their power is being taken away from them. Their power is being taken away from them. Whatever power they had, it's being taken away from them. And they're going to be getting some karma here. Yup. They're going to be getting some karma here. And then we have the Sun afterwards. I just heard like the great rebalancing. It's like one person's going to be super happy, and then the other person's going to be like, meh. Right? They're going to be suffering with their karma. So it's like... And maybe the person who is going to be receiving, you know, all these positive energy here has somebody here who has really, really, really been struggling with the resistance that they've been encountering by that other individual. And this is the universe balancing those scales out energetically and bringing somebody in order to show this person or to tell this person enough is enough. You ain't shit, right? King of Pentacles in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. You ain't shit. That's what it is. That is what I have for y'all. Ciao.